Hi everyone, this is Cindy with Twisted Truth. Cindy, how are you all doing? I wanted to get a few facts straight. Did Chris Watts have a hard time burying because the way her body was positioned when she died? Obviously not. So if the body was already at rigor mortis stage by the time he buried her, it meant she had been dead for hours, allowing the rigor mortis to set in. Okay, here's a fact. A mortise is a woodworking term, mortise and tenon. Rigor appears within the body around 2 hours. And the face and the upper neck and shoulder muscles are affected first. Could this explain why she was face first in the ground in a shallow hole? Fact. Shanann was found in a prone position. Prone meaning face down. Did the rigor mortis make it difficult to bury her? Shanann's body at parts were only 8 inches from the topsoil. So my guess would be absolutely no. So they recap. Shanann was 34, 15 weeks pregnant, face down in the ground, according to reports released last week. Fact. Last week. Why don't you try last year? The date of her autopsy was August 17th, 2018. So then they say, left arm meanwhile extended near her head. And they remind us, take a look at this next picture. I mean, really, how degrading can you possibly get? Knees pulled up to chest, toes pointed up, hand above her head. Shanann was not found in a kneeling position. In fact, she had areas of blanching, which is what you get if you press your finger on your skin. That white stays behind. That's blanching. Areas of your body that come in contact with a hard surface. The autopsy report said she had blanching along her abdomen, extending to her leg. And it was the positioning of her body at the time of discovery. Livor mortis is a stage that your body goes through, and blanching occurs within 12 hours. And it signals the body was moved from the murder scene. Okay, the fact that I'm even making this video is very sad. They say she had a blood alcohol level of 0.128. Discovery page 1979. And you have to remind yourself of this. Ethanol, which is alcohol, can be a product of decomposition. Yes, Detective Baumhofer requested the doorbell footage and reviewed it and said she walked steadily the entire time she returned home. Based on his training and her minimal drinking history, she was not intoxicated. Officer Coonrod said there's no visible containers or glassware consistent with an alcoholic beverage in his report. Discovery page 1979. Addie Maloney said Shanann only drank water the weekend of the business trip. She was not known to be a big drinker. Here's another fact. Post-mortem, meaning after death, blood is not sterile. It has 7 to 10 times higher sugar concentration, and it's an ideal environment for the production of alcohol. Putrefaction is the process of decomp. Livor mortis occurs 30 minutes to 2 hours after the onset of death. A high blood alcohol level may develop during putrefaction, levels up to 0.200% don't indicate that alcohol was imbibed before death. As I said, product of decomp. Was there an attempt to use ipecac to induce vomiting? Are you serious? We all know ipecac induces vomiting, and that most parents keep some on hand when you have little kids in case of poisoning. I have never seen mention of ipecac anywhere in the discovery files. Discovery says Shanann was not inebriated. They say OXYCONTIN was Google searched by Chris Watts morning of the murders. Sorry, Chris Watts searched for OXYCODONE. He also searched for CVS Pharmacy July 28th. OXYCODONE is definitely not the same as OXYCONTIN. When they took the data off his phone, it said, they retrieved web history and the following 2 entries were deleted. No timestamps are available or dates because they had been deleted, but he definitely did not search for OXYCONTIN. Because why? Shanann was not taking OXYCONTIN. OXYCODONE is not the same thing. It is pure OXYCODONE. OXYCONTIN is a brand name. Shanann wasn't even taking OXYCODONE because she was 15 weeks pregnant. And they ask, is it possible she overdosed on prescription drugs and alcohol? No. It's not even in the discovery files. Plus, nowhere in the autopsy. The medical examiner was Michael BURSON. He's a doctor. He's an expert in forensic autopsy, general pathology. He's been in practice almost 20 years. Okay, the 4 causes of death: natural, accidental, homicide, suicide. He determined homicide, strangulation by another individual, asphyxiation due to manual strangulation. Manner of death, homicide by Michael BURSON. Homicide, meaning murder. It's not an overdose, and it definitely was not a suicide. So here we go again. Take a look at this next picture. I still can't believe they put this up. Okay, according to the autopsy report, a black tarry substance was found in her stomach. No, there was no black tarry substance found in Shanann's stomach. It was found in Bella's stomach. In fact, it says the stomach is empty. The substance was sent for testing, but the results have never been released. Okay, an autopsy is a medical exam. And I don't know this, but have you ever heard of HIPAA? The Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. HIPAA. It was enacted in 1996. And it's all about your privacy. Therefore, the results will never be released. The DA even said any info protected by HIPAA has not been included. He also stated no photos or videos will be released to the public. In fact, they made a mistake. HIPAA is spelled wrong. Here's a copy of the letter at the very beginning of the discovery files. Is it possible she was pilled out and drunk and irate over a dinner bill? Are you serious? No. Is it possible she overdosed on a combination of alcohol and prescription drugs? No. She was strangled. Let me tell you something. Your lungs will fill with fluid. You will aspirate vomit. when you overdose, and there is no indication of pulmonary edema anywhere. No foreign bodies, no masses, you know, nothing. Her parenchyma is pale. It's exactly what it should be. Did he leave her alone unsupervised? Is she 5 years old or what? Wouldn't he just avoid her because he was so passive? So they say the autopsy is inconclusive. No, sorry to burst your bubble. Absolutely not. A medical examiner is a licensed physician. He concluded Shanann Watts died due to homicidal violence. Don't you think Watts would have called 911 if Shanann overdosed? Think about it. By the way, I hope someone copyright strikes you for using their material without any credit or permission. My suggestion to you is stop with the crazy theories. It's not even a theory. You're just trying to drag Shanann's name through the mud. It just shows how ignorant you really are. That's it for me. Thanks, everybody. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.